Hi, I'm Juliette Verzato, and I am here with Maria Payer, who is one of our watercolor artists debuting at our Watercolor Snapshots exhibit. So, Maria, we are so excited to have you here at Sutherland ARTS Studio exhibiting your work.
Thank you.
Of course.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. So you are debuting with two other watercolor artists, and my question is, why watercolor? Why is that your preferred medium?
I majored in art education and had a smattering of everything from puppetry to jewelry making, etc. Watercolor was not part of my studies.
Really?
In school, elementary and high school, there was tempera mostly. I was looking for something that I could take on trips to add to my journals to to keep track or have a visual record of where I've been rather than just me writing about it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And at one point, I got a hold of a couple of books, and I would illustrate wherever I was and write about, my experience there. And they go everywhere from San Francisco to Europe to all different kinds of places.
Wow.
I found that watercolor was transportable, easy cleanup,
Yes.
and it fit my lifestyle.
Yeah.
But I had no interest in pursuing it other than a hobby
Okay.
at the time.
That's an amazing thing. I see a lot of people that do watercolor on the beach. They'll use the salt water, the ocean water actually, and use it. So it makes sense that it's transportable. When did it transition into a career or more than a hobby?
I would have to say 2012. I had a show before that in 2006 of my drawings and prints. And there were a few watercolors, and I put those books out for people to peruse through.
Yeah.
And the gallery owner suggested to me in 2012 that I should take a watercolor class with this one particular person.
Yeah.
And I did. I had taken a couple of classes. I moved a lot in different places, from Houston to San Francisco, but I was never able to follow through with it.
Right.
Being settled in New Jersey, where I was living at the time, those lessons transported my interest into a more serious approach to it. And so by 2015, I started to enter or try to be into organizations like the New Jersey Watercolor Society and things like that.
That's great. That your passion just grows like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so how long have you been doing art in all?
Since I could hold an implement. Probably 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
Drawing has come naturally to me. And I would draw with sticks in the dirt or pencils on paper.
Yeah.
So always, but I never I told a fellow artist recently that if you would ask me what I was or what I did, I would tell you I'm an interior designer. I would never say that I'm an artist. Not
really
2 years ago.
Interesting.
I thought, well, I guess I can say that about myself now.
Wow. That's interesting.
So it's a long building process.
Yes. So we know that your medium has changed over time. Has your subject matter changed? Because I see a lot of action and people in these photos specifically. So are all of your paintings similar to this? And have they all?
No. Okay. I'm not pigeonholed in any particular thing. Yeah. I typically do a painting wondering, how do you do that?
Right.
So in the beginning, I did some rough landscapes. And then I moved into food, and I love to cook. And I thought, well, who would know that I could paint food? And I was really excited about that.
Yeah.
But this particular painting, for example, I was at a market where there was lots of produce and food, and I was captivated by the shadows. And I thought, oh, look at that. How would you paint those shadows?
Yeah. So you tried.
I tried.
So did you take a photo, or did you sit and paint it right in the moment?
I'm a studio painter.
Okay.
Primarily. This year, I set a goal to myself that I want to paint outdoors once a month.
Okay.
At least, because I think plein air makes me see things clearer and be aware of light and light and shadow is what I'm painting.
Right.
So I've been out every month but March.
Okay.
And even in this heat, I went out.
Oh, wow.
So this, I work from a photograph.
That's cool. That's great. What is your favorite thing about being an artist? Now that you call yourself an artist, what's your favorite thing about that?
The fact that it's related to human communication.
Mm-hmm.
It is my way of speaking.
Right.
And it gives me an opportunity to actually speak.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why I really like art.
Yes, definitely. I think when you look at art, you can see a little bit about the painter and how they see the world. And I like that about art. And it tells a story. And it gets people talking.
I do tell stories.
Yes.
My work is all about stories.
Yes, I love that in a painting. And I love when you can have a conversation with the person you're looking at a painting with. That's really cool that you create stuff like that. What's one piece of advice that you would give to a young artist?
Well, that's easy. But I'll preface that and say that I don't follow my own advice.
Okay.
I would tell them to just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a piece of paper. Have at it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Doesn't apply to me all the time, but that's my advice. I think that's what we need to do.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
We love having local artists here, and we love having you here. So,
pleasure. Really.
Of course. Now, there are many more of your paintings in this gallery right now, and they will be up until August 30th. So I hope that everyone can come see them before they get taken down, and that tonight goes so well, and that everyone sees them.
I hope so too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.